Yes, yes, Rascal and Disco beer review with me, Disco, coming at you with another beer video from in front of the cans and bottles here on the bar. I'm still geniusly, I believe, calling the Disco Arms. This is a video I've been meaning to make for some time. Everybody else has pretty much done this beer already earlier on in the year. However, I didn't actually see it in my local supermarkets round here. Admittedly, I wasn't looking that hard, but I did finally see it in my local Waitrose last month and picked up a 4-pack. I haven't been doing too much content recently, kind of a little bit been off the beer. So, being that this is Guinness's 0% draft, maybe it's a good one to come back on. It is the middle of the afternoon, just after lunch, so another good reason to try it right now. Those that know me, especially from back in the day, know that I'm not a massive fan of 0% beers. I mean, sure, they have their place if people are driving or medical reasons or whatever. It's just never really been for me. Admittedly, I haven't looked into them too much. I haven't done too many comparisons. Maybe I should. But Guinness kind of gets a little bit of a free pass with me. And having tried the coffee one earlier on in the year, I thought I've got to finally get around to it. So when I saw it, I picked it up. So without any further ado, let's get this out into a glass and see what I can find. Admittedly, I'm not holding out too much hope for it. But these things have got to be tried, haven't they? Well, they haven't got to, but I feel they have. Got a widget in it so I can chuck it straight into a glass. Now, despite having plenty of Guinness merchandise, I can't actually find my Guinness glass. I'm sure it's one there somewhere. It was a while back, but I can't find it. Anyway, so I got not quite the next best thing. But it's a tribute glass. I've been featuring this one quite a lot recently. Straight poured it because it's got a widget in the can. And you see it settle fairly much straight away. See what we can find. Nothing much on the aroma, that kind of faint roastiness. Maybe a bit more so than the regular Guinness. Anyway, cheers. Okay. Well, it's got that kind of roasty, kind of stout-ish coffee notes. Do you know what, actually? It's not too far off regular Guinness in a can in that it's got that kind of slightly weak, watery back note from the off. But then it very quickly fades into something very different. It's got them kind of coffee notes to it, kind of roasted notes to it that you might expect with regular 4.5% Guinness, perhaps. It's there or thereabouts, and I suspect that first sip wateriness kind of fades after a while once you drink enough of it, and I guess you can drink enough of it. Tell you what it's like. If you've ever been to a brewery and been lucky or unlucky enough, whichever way you feel about it, in trying the first pour after a beer's been mashed in, you get the wort, which is perfectly drinkable, although not at that stage alcoholic because it's not fermented. But you get a lot of kind of sugary grain flavors, certain amount of wheat because it is all predominantly water at that stage, apart from the sugars that go on to be brewed. If you ever done that one with a stout, you get that kind of sort of slightly weak, slightly sweet, sugary note. This is not as sweet as that, to be fair, but it's that kind of consistency. It's perfectly drinkable. It's just a bit odd, really. And like I say, I haven't got too much to compare it to. I think the only other 0% stuff I've done has been a stout from Thornbridge. That was a long time ago. So I know I've done the German beers that are 0% as well, the Erdinger and the I've tried Lucky Saint. Obviously, this is a completely different beast as a stout. It is drinkable. Kind of get into it. It's not bad. I mean, if I was driving it was available. It's not like it tastes of alcohol. There's no bite to it in that kind of respect. It's got the look about it. Perfectly creamy, thick-bodied, nice and dark with a thick, creamy head there. It's got a reasonable drink to it. That kind of, like I say, that roastedness, that roasted barley, that coffee kind of mouthfeel kind of lingers. Makes it feel like almost a proper stout. But yeah, it's 0% stout. It's not bad. It's worth a try. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the other 3 cans. But I guess any other time I fancy a drink without actually having a drink, get it in a glass, see what it's like again. Not really sure what else to say, to be fair. There's not a lot. There's not a lot else going on yet. It is perfectly reasonably drinkable. I've seen all the other reviews about it, and I don't think it's too far of the mark, to be fair. But let me know in the comments what you think. As always, comments and discussions are welcome on Alcohol Free, especially Guinness. If you haven't already, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps with us with the algorithm and all that. Until the next one, which will hopefully be alcoholic again. Although I have got another 0% stout in, but we'll see how that goes, and we'll see, I guess, how that compares. Maybe I should have compared them both, but that'll be a separate video. So until the next one, cheers and enjoy the beers.